Hello everybody, welcome to BikerDaadLife. Hope you all are doing well. I'm doing absolutely fine. Today we're going to do this comparison between two motorcycles. On my left you see the all new Himalayan 450 and on my right you see the Tramp Scrambler 400X. So why are we comparing an ADV to a Scrambler? Well, that's something that I'm going to tell you at the end of the video. So first of all, let me introduce you to the owner of this 450, the new Himalayan 450.
Hello.
To tell a little about him is, he's one of the founding members of India's largest motorcycling club, that is LRMC, and he's clocked more than 7 to 8 lakh kilometers till now. So Saifi bhai, thank you so much.
Thank you
He's
very
also
much.
called
Thank you
as
for coming.
the Fat Man's Bike. So thank you so much for coming on this channel.
Thank you very much. For
And we need a little inputs from you, and you know how.
Sorry, I love to do that.
Yeah. So first of all, can you tell me a little about your motorcycling journey? How has it been? What all motorcycles did you ride?
So I
And
started.
how did you clock 7-8 lakh kilometers? Is what
So
I
I
want to know.
started off with Kinetic Honda
Okay.
during my college days.
Okay.
That was owned by a pre-owned bike
Okay.
run by a Baba.
Okay. Okay. Baba's bike.
Very well maintained.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I moved to Honda CD100.
Okay.
Later on, I had 150 and 180 Pulsar,
Okay.
which I clocked more, about a lakh and a half kilometers on that.
Oh, nice.
Later on, moved to China for 10 years. I was there in
Okay.
China.
Sabbatical, huh? For 10 years.
10 years,
Okay.
no biking, nothing.
Right.
Coming back to India, I bought a FZ. I've been always passionate about RE. I always wanted to own a classic then.
Okay.
So I think I clocked about 75,000 on FZ, moved around, and then I thoroughly got into biking, like hardcore biking. That's when I bought the classic 350.
Okay. When did you get your classic 350?
That was in 2015.
15.
Yeah,
Okay.
I owned it up till 2018 and
Then 18 you got the Himalayan.
the Himalayan. Yes.
So he has around 5 years put on to the old Himalayan. So he's an ex-Himalayan owner who has a new Himalayan again.
Yeah.
So that is something we might talk about in another video. But just for your reference, he has 5 years on the early Himalayan
one.
and now this is the new
This is another new one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was latest one which is there for me.
Right.
The earlier one, I just crossed about 5,000 kilometer journey when I came before I handed over my old Himalayan to the new owner.
To the owner. You didn't keep it.
I didn't keep it.
You didn't keep
So
it.
I just keep. I have a theory of keeping one bike at a time. That's about it.
Okay, being faithful to it.
Being faithful to one bike.
Makes sense.
Keep it well maintained. Like अपनी बीवी एक ही बीवी रखो.
अच्छे से रखो, प्यार से रखो. सही बात है.
So प्यार से रखो उसको.
सही बात है.
So that is how it is, and I think this is quite new.
Right.
Done 1,000 kilometers already on this.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy and satisfied with the machine.
You done the first service?
The first service is done at 500.
Okay.
Yeah, another 500 which has been done after the first service. Quite happy. Cool.
Okay. So shall we begin with this comparison and let's talk about motorcycles then?
Done? Yes. Yes.
Chalo. First of all, we'll talk about the looks, just the looks.
Okay.
What do you feel the looks of the Tramp as well as the Himalayan, and what do you like?
This is, I feel it's more of a city bike, which is there. We just tried a little bit off-road and all that.
Right.
It was not quite comfortable.
I did make him ride the bike.
Yes,
give him a feel of it, and that's when we are talking.
So we did a good speeding up on the empty roads, and also we did a little bit off-road here in this area.
Right.
This is so I found it, while city ride, maneuvering around playing with this bike is quite easy to handle the bike.
Let's talk about the looks first.
Looks, okay.
We'll talk about all those points, inside.
Perfect.
Yeah, just talk about the looks. What do you like and what you didn't like about each of the motorcycles? Or what attracts you? In between, I know you're a RE guy and you would be attracted to the Himalayan.
This is going to be quite biased towards that. This was basically love at first sight.
Okay, you saw it?
I just saw it, and the color combination which suits my logo.
Right.
I said it's yellow and black, which is made for me.
Okay.
And let's go with that.
For the Fat Man's bike.
Fat Man's bike, yes.
Okay.
So my previous bike was also all black and yellow.
Right.
Got this one.
Super.
But yeah, coming back to this bike, it's quite sturdy looking bike.
Okay.
A little, low when I sit on the bike, but when it's like the seat height is about 835 mm,
Right.
and that's 825, which is going to again I'm going to fit another 805 seat on that, so quite adjustable to my height. For a
Right.
person like me, it is a little tall for a city ride or to
Okay.
maneuver it in handling the bike during a traffic area, and
Okay.
that's about it. But
Okay.
overall,
How do you feel the Scrambler looks? As in, is it anything what you would like?
uh,
If not own it, does it attract you, or it doesn't attract you at all?
it does not attract me.
It does not
It
attract
does
you
not.
at all. Okay, okay. So
It,
he's a hardcore Ari guys. For me, it looks nice.
so if I have to compare between Himalayan and this one, I would surely go with the Himalayan. I
Himalayan,
would
okay,
go with this
okay.
bike.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. He likes his
Yeah.
Himalayan.
So this basically
Yeah.
looks more of a, you know, the 400, which one is it? Sleek.
Speed 400.
400. It's a
It
little
looks,
higher
yeah.
version about
Yeah, a
that.
little bit of more
Yeah.
suspension
So
travel and
yeah,
here and
travel
there.
suspension is everything
Yeah,
else is
yeah,
there. So
no
that's
doubt,
more of a
no
city
doubt.
bike, and that seat height is also less. I think it is 805,
Yeah,
800 mm.
yeah.
That would be much better for me
Better,
as
yeah,
in
yeah,
that way.
yeah.
Yeah, the finish. If I'm talking about the
No,
finish,
fit and finish we'll talk later.
okay, then fine.
We have the different. We'll just talk about the looks.
Yeah,
So for him, it's the Himalayan.
Himalayan.
For me, I would definitely like the Himalayan, but this is not bad either for me. So somehow I feel depends on what
Depends
you're
on
looking
your
out
choice.
to, yeah.
Choice, yes.
Because ultimately that's a Scrambler. This is a ADV.
Yes, yes,
But
definitely.
that's how it goes. Okay, second point is something that annoys us, which is something that goes hand in hand with motorcycles, and that's the vibration.
Vibration.
So you had the early Himalayan, you
Yes.
have the new Himalayan. Obviously, it's changed quite a lot,
changed
and
quite a lot.
vibrations are almost gone, if not gone.
Yes,
Yeah.
at cruising at 110, also the vibrations are like bare minimum, which is
Right.
there. But it's quite good with overall. As I've taken it up to 120, not more, because it's quite a new
New
engine.
motorcycle, right?
So 120 is what I've touched, and I felt it like up till 110, it's quite okay.
Okay.
I did not feel any vibration, but minor vibration is there at 120. That's about it. But we are used to handling that.
No, obviously coming from the earlier
Himalayan.
Yeah.
So this is quite good.
Okay.
We drove this again. I touched about 120 on this.
Okay.
I have no complaint with the vibration.
Okay.
And
So which one is more silent, or which one has more vibrations, I could say?
at 120, I felt both of them are equal similar. There is
And at
no-
lower speeds, could you?
lower speed, there is no vibration onto that. There's a slag. If I have to talk about the pickup, there's a slag at the first when the torque is hitting. But this is more aggressive and
more
approach,
lenient.
lean,
Yeah.
and
It has a shorter stroke. So we'll
Which
come back
goes-
to that later probably. But vibration wise, I think both are equal.
equal. No.
If not, I found this a little more smoother, in fact.
At
Yeah.
at the top speed,
Somewhere in between.
yes, it is more
Somewhere,
smoother.
so I found it a little more smoother.
So up till 110, you don't feel any of the vibration. I'm
Vibrations
talking
at all.
about the high on a higher
On
speed
a
of
higher
120
speeds,
which is
probably,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, so this has a little, if I have to talk about the power onto the bike. So if I'm going at 80, 70, 80, this bike is saying that push me hard. Like it's more aggressive. Like, and this becomes a little slow down. बस हो गया.
बस हो
छोड़
गया.
दो.
That's it, right.
मत खींचो इतना.
नहीं, हाँ,
और
yeah.
इसमें RPM I think is going about 7,000 RPM, 6.5, 7,000 RPM is what we touched at 120. This is going about 4.5, 5,000. Not more.
Yeah.
So I think they open up the power at about 80 or 90% on third gear.
Yeah.
Quite
So mid and top end
mid and top end is quite
phenomenal.
good. Phenomenal.
Yeah. Earlier, I think we used to cry with the early Himalayan because there was no mid, no top.
There are no mid,
Only
no top.
initial
Initial speed.
Yeah.
Even the pickup was not that great.
Right.
But yes, this one as a pickup is quite aggressive. With I feel more, abhi just to go on the city ride, which you require the torque to push ahead, move out, zip out. It's going to be better.
Better. Okay. So vibrations wise, I think both are at par, I would say. If not, one is better than the other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Definitely.
So now we're talking about the ride quality. That is for city, highway, and off-road. All 3 points. So what do you feel? Ride quality.
Ride quality for city, I would surely go with this bike.
Okay.
If I had a height,
Okay.
Currently it's 835. So,
Right. So
for
that
me
is
it is a little
something- yeah.
But other, if someone is 5'6", 5'7",
Right.
it's easy for them to handle this bike, and
Right.
it's much better, lighter to maneuver in the city traffic and all that.
Right.
Highways, I would go with this bike. Off-road, I would go with this bike.
Yeah, any
One
day,
on
any
one.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The travel suspensions are a little hard. I got a little bump out when I
yeah,
came in.
yeah.
And this is going to be a smooth, like a jalebi thing. It will move out.
Yeah. No, with the the travel suspension with the
Yes.
Showas here are done a
Showa.
phenomenal work.
Yes.
Even that has UHDs, but
UHDs.
somehow obviously that's a more of a soft road,
More
I would
soft
say.
road. It's just a Scrambler again, so it's not meant for off-roads.
Exactly.
So
With the 19 and 21 inches in
Yeah.
front, I think that makes a
that makes a
hell out
difference.
of
Yes,
difference.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, and what about off-road? So we already spoke.
We
I think.
already spoken, sir. 21 inches is what's making it, and the travel time to the suspension travel is quite good in this.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I think at this segment, this is the best, and when it comes to suspensions.
Absolutely. I think the suspension with this motorcycle, I feel it is one of the best, if it's not the best.
It's one
Currently,
of the, in the segment.
currently.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely,
currently.
it's one of the
It
best.
is one of the best.
I can say that.
Yeah, you could definitely say that. I
For
would
the
say.
price range,
absolutely.
at this segment, yes, it is one of the best into the market right now.
True, true, true. So that's the right quality there. So we would, for the city, we would choose the
Choose this
Tramp,
one.
right?
Yes,
Rafi
yes,
bhai?
definitely.
Yeah, for the city, even the RE guy is saying that
The
Tramp.
Triumph is better.
And for highways and for off-road,
Off-road.
hands down, even I agree, the Himalayan is a much better machine.
Yes,
Right?
definitely.
Okay, the next point we are going to talk about is sitting comfort and seat comfort. Very important because you're going to tour. Would you tour with the Scrambler? Well, if you want to, you can tour with anything.
Definitely, yes.
Absolutely. You can also tour with a scooter. I know people who tour on scooters. So that's the reason why we are talking about seating comfort, how you sit,
Yes.
and the seats.
Seats.
So what do you say?
The seat, we'll go with the seat first.
Okay.
I found both the seats quite comfortable.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is definitely on a better one.
Yeah.
I'm yet personally waiting for 805 seat to come
805
in
seat.
to adjust my body line to,
Right,
to
right.
this.
Okay.
This, on the other hand, I found it quite comfortable while sitting. The cushions and everything are quite soft and made for the city. I didn't, it's not that hard. This is a little harder on the side, but it's good for touring.
For, harder seats, I feel they are not too hard, but they are somewhere in between. And I think it's much better for the lower back.
Lower back, yes.
If it's very soft, then it's again going to give you a problem on the back. And I feel the the seats, I would definitely prefer the
And even this
Himalayan.
is helping more of a giving a back support.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
here it's a little lagging there.
Yeah, somewhere, and you can play around. I think
around with the
seat. You
seats,
can go a little ahead, behind if you're tired.
And again, if I have to put in a lower seat, then this height will change again.
Yeah. So that's an unknown, unknown thing.
Yes. Yes. Another thing is they have adjustable seats here. They don't have.
Yeah, absolutely. There are two sitting options.
Sitting option. There are total 4. So if I change the seat, it is
change the seat. Okay.
Change the seat is 805, 825, and this is 825, 845.
Right.
This is what. Yeah.
But that's an added cost.
That's the added cost.
You have any idea of what the cost is for the seat?
If I had to see the previous seats of RE, those are costing about 3,500 rupees odd for one seat. If I have to buy a pair, that's 3,000, and the rare seat was about 2.5 or 3,000 bucks. That's how somewhere about 600, 700 is the difference between the front and the pillion seat.
Okay.
So I think it should be the same now.
Okay. Which is not bad.
Which is not bad.
Which is not bad. Yeah.
It's not bad.
So for sitting comfort, I would definitely. We would rather definitely choose with this.
Yes.
And what about the stance, sitting stance? And the saddling stance. Saddling is when you stand and ride the motorcycle.
Ride the motorcycle. Yeah. Definitely, nothing beats this machine than this. This is more a scram. You can't really stand and sit.
It's a little more aggressive. The foot pressure a little more aggressive, a little more behind.
Yes.
So that's how I sit.
I would say that for a city ride, this is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how the foot pegs are. So little aggressive.
Yeah.
On the more aggressive side, and where you see the this is more comfortable. Plus you get more space, as you say, to move around. Yeah, and first, if I stand also, I think.
So this tank which shows its beautiful design. If I have to stand, if I have to stand, this gives you that comfort that you can squeeze your legs against the tank and It's not. It won't fall.
Okay, okay.
This one, in a matter of fact, it looks like I thought you have a tank bag attached to the. This I saw it twice. Whether you have something there, I said no, it's a tank which is there.
Yeah, that's the tank.
So
It's
that's
that
how
way.
I didn't find it quite comfortable while doing the saddling.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because machine to machine again.
Absolutely. This is next level for saddling.
level.
Here you have to lean a little bit ahead.
I was comfortable with my height on this leaning. Only the tank position which was there, it was hurting me a little bit on my knee here. So
that's because
I am used to that one. Maybe if I just change a little bit way of saddling here, it might be a different
scenario.
Yes, scenario.
Together. So for seats, we would go with the Himalayan.
Yes.
These are not lagging much behind, but they're okay.
They are quite comfortable.
Yeah, they're pretty comfortable.
Yes, but for a touring and for off-road, definitely the seats are better than any
the tram seats.
Seats.
Right. So and even for pillion, I think these seats are better.
Yes.
These seats are more wider.
This
is also not bad.
It's not bad.
Small, but I think this has more space.
More space.
More space for the pillion.
Yes.
And for seats, this is better. And for sitting posture also, for more comfort,
this is much better.
The Himalayan the Himi is more better.
Hedge on to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Plus for saddling also, I think
this is
the points, brownie points go to the Himi. no two ways about it. So next we will talk about the features. So what do you feel about the features? We'll talk about your motorcycle first because you own it.
So now if I have to talk about Himalayan, previous Himalayan to this one, yes, there are a lot of new features which are there and people have been talking about the console which is there, the digital console.
It's really nice. Plus with the GPS map.
With the GPS map which is there, I don't need to tuck my phone there.
Because,
right. Major problem with the new phones are that the camera used to get spoiled and we had a little problem fitting it.
Right.
At least I can have a more load shared out from the handlebar, which I should put the, at least a mobile mount or whatever is there.
But you need to keep the phone attached to the.
I don't have to keep the. I can keep it inside.
For maps.
I can keep it in my bag and I can take it. No, so I don't need to.
But obviously, for the battery to not raining out, then you need to connect a cable.
I can always have a power bank or something inside. No, that's much more. And yes, the USB connection, which I found a little crazy. So down. If I have to ride, I will not use this USB. I might have to put another USB port, or I have to change the position of that USB. Where it's been placed. I don't know why it's going to create an obstruction while I put this inside here.
Right.
I have just applied put this cover on.
Okay.
Down.
Okay.
I found it a little odd why they have kept it there. They could have put it anywhere else. The USB. I might go with little modification later on.
Okay.
The previous 411 Scram has a nice USB port, which I can plug it anywhere. Just screw it up at a certain point, make a bracket, and I do it. I think that is much better. Okay. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. So what other features would you like to talk?
So it's a liquid cooled engine. Earlier it was not.
Right.
That is a major point. I think both of them are liquid cooled engine. The new machines which is there, Shepa. Right. It's a short stroke engine for the first time. RE has bought that. Right. So let's see how it performs. For now, it is doing quite well.
Right. This has a shorter stroke.
Yeah,
this has a shorter stroke.
Yes. It does.
So
I think the bore size is 80 and this one is 84. The bore is also higher, and the travel distance is about 64. It's a shorter stroke. Shorter stroke too. And this one has a little longer one, that is 81, 82 or something. The length of the piston.
Right. Only thing, this doesn't have traction. That has traction. That you can switch off the traction also.
So here it has ABS. It doesn't have a traction button.
Yeah, this has ABS. This you can also switch off the ABS in the modes.
Yes.
So there also you can switch off the ABS as well as traction. So that is one added thing that you get there, that is traction. Yeah. So for road riding, probably traction would be better.
Much better.
Yeah. But
another which I would like to highlight is earlier the Himalayan did not have a battery reader, like what is the voltage of the battery, if it is getting drained out or something. That this console has those per point. Another is average your trip per meter, which is there. How many kilometers are you doing on per trip? That is nice. Another is one more thing. That ABS switch off and on.
ABS
control, which
traction is there.
traction is
Then
there.
you have
And
the
GPS.
GPS, which is not there. You don't
Not
get
there
any
in this
GPS.
one. Yeah.
You in fact get a very basic kind of a speedometer,
Yes.
an analog one,
Yeah.
not even a fully digital one. So still, tram guys, you need to buckle up.
Buckle up.
You have something better here.
Yeah.
So, and apart from that, I think
the price range also for this is about.
let's not get into price.
Okay.
Let's not get into price. We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
So, features wise, I think this is pretty much bare minimum.
Okay.
And probably you get more features here.
Yes.
And,
Definitely.
yeah.
And I am really liking the accessory which are going to come. It is not. This is with the standard, right?
This is standard.
This is standard.
This
How it comes with the
this
stock.
is stock mode.
So there is no other additional accessories which
nothing.
It's a raw how people are going to get, the customers are going to get. Yeah. So here they have added a lot of accessories which I need to buy it.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably with time.
Yes. Going to get. No, it's not ready yet. They have not got it in the market. So with the first bike, I am just going with the flow.
Right.
I think by first week of Jan is what they are estimating the accessories to be in the market.
Okay.
The handguard is quite impressive.
Okay. Knuckle guard.
Yeah, knuckle guard. So with the previous one I had a Barbuster. I don't know.
Barbuster. Yeah, absolutely.
I can take the name, right?
Yeah, you can. Why not? So, nobody's paying us to making the video, so it's okay. Yeah. You can take any name.
I don't think with the new one I will be going with the Barbuster. I might go with the original RE crash handguards rather.
Okay.
Because the earlier one had a single point. This and it was quite fragile for any small fall also is to come out. It is to get loosened up also. Okay. At least now the current one has a double hold, 2-point holding, okay, like a Barbuster, and the quality of the material looks quite good.
Okay, better.
So I might be going with that the bash plate which is there below.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think they already have.
They do have a bash plate.
Yeah, they have a back. They have one here, but that is with plastic. They have aluminum one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an SS. That's an SS. Yes. Yeah, it's an SS.
It's SS one. Yeah.
SS.
Stainless steel.
So that's I think they have an aluminum here. Okay. On this.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Anything else we have to talk about?
So features, I think. Features wise, I think somewhat it gets most of the features
most
here.
Of the feature, yes.
And it's a new motorcycle. Obviously, this is also new.
New one.
But somehow to bring it to that cost, somewhere they have reduced the features.
Features wise.
So
yes. Definitely.
Yeah, to bring it to being a tram, being at this price what they have. So somewhere it needs to catch up to the Himalayan.
Yes, it does.
So that's how it goes with features.
Features.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about power delivery. So what do you feel about the power delivery? So, which one is initial? Which one did you get? Mid-range, which one did you like? And
so the power delivery on this bike is much better as a pickup which is there. Okay. This one flags a little bit at the start. Okay. But as it goes to the mid-range and high end, then this nothing, no one comes close to this.
Right.
Definitely, I would go with this bike then.
Okay. For you would like
I think for city ride this would be much better.
Much better. Because it has those initials.
Initials, yes.
Yeah, with the shorter stroke, the initials are very good with this. And I concur with Safi bhai for the city this would be better.
Yeah.
And power delivery for city is bang on here. But it's more linear is what I found it with the Scrambler 400X. I in fact had more fun on the Himalayan. I don't know why. Probably due to the complete package that it does, and even the power delivery in the the mid end, the mid range is where you have a lot of fun, and once you pull in the accelerator, then and it just
this bike is hungry for more power.
Exactly.
When you touch about 60-70, it's like it's like pushing you. Give you a push that go more faster.
Yeah, exactly.
Speed up more.
Yeah.
I need more that. The punch which is there.
Exactly. So,
but this one does not have that punch which is there.
Yeah,
initially
it's more linear. It's more linear the power. So for a newer beginner rider, I feel this would be better.
Definitely.
Because it's more linear.
Definitely.
It's more linear power. You don't feel that surge of power coming to you, which you feel it here.
Yes.
So if you want that thrill, I think that thrill you'd get more from the Himalayan. Do you agree, Safi?
I do agree, and it's more of a for me when you know, like we call it a chapri rider, or chapri giri it comes out onto this, because you know you are, you know, the power, the punch which is it's asking you to go more fast or in the speed.
Right.
I don't know how are we going to handle that, but
Right.
should be fun.
Should be fun.
This should be fun.
Yeah.
So then let's see how it goes.
So power delivery city, this one, and for highways
Definitely, and
anytime
off-road.
this one. Yeah, off-road also
Off-road
obviously
also,
this one as we spoke.
Definitely.
So
So this is onto
more of a beginner learner rider, more of an advanced person. Right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, next we talk about handling of both these motorcycles. So what is your take?
I found after riding this one, this was quite, you know, like a baby ride.
Like a toy? Like a toy is what he told me. I found it like a toy. कि ये तो toy चला रहा हूँ मैं, मतलब he told me I found it like a toy. Yes, because this is somewhere around 178 kgs. This is around 196 kgs.
Yes.
So this is like a toy only.
One for,
yeah,
a
little taller toy.
That's when it becomes easy for us to handle around in the traffic area.
Right.
The handling of this bike is much better.
Easier, much easier. Right.
When it comes to in a traffic area, when you want to go to daily commuting.
Right.
Yes, but this one is going to be a little task for us.
Right.
I'm not saying 100% it is that bad, but
how difficult is the handling in city?
I have done recently, actually 2 days back, when we were in Bandra, I was stuck in the traffic and I didn't find it quite difficult as such. The only thing was the heat which was coming out of the bike, and I was with my wife on a pillion, and she felt the heat coming on her leg also, backside. It's because of the exhaust which is below. And that's when I was a little worried, okay, what has happened, where the heat is coming. But previous one, she never complained about that. So she told me that, you know, the setting and everything out on the pillion also, it is quite good. Again, I'm diverting from the topic. Yeah, so she was quite comfortable with this while she was sitting at the pillion for about almost 1.5 to 2 hours. What we were there so up to Bandra and coming back again, that is another 4 hours drive. And she was quite comfortable. There was no complaint. Only during the heat, the traffic area where she felt the heat is what she's told me, that, you know, I'm feeling too much of heat. Is there some problem?
She didn't say that with the earlier one.
She never said that.
She never said that. Yeah. So here, even though it's liquid cooled, but then the power has gone up so much. So there you get the heat which is management somehow. Yes. I think with even this
might have it, but I'm not done.
Yeah, you've not done that much of it.
So I will not comment on
that.
But yes, this is what I felt, and there's no complaint as such, because the power with this power and CC, I think it's quite a doable thing.
Yeah, but how tall are you? Like,
I am 5'5".
He's 5'5" and he's riding such a tall motorcycle. So guys who say ki, will I be able to ride it? Will I be not able to ride it? So here's a living example in front of you. Earlier also he had a Himalayan 5 years. Still he bought a Mulan sir always say that height is never an issue. So he doesn't have issues riding it in the city. So if you really want to, you can ride this motorcycle in the city. That too, as we already said, you know, you can ride it and the handling is perfect for city. You're talking about handling only, right?
Handling only, yes.
So
it's much lighter.
Much lighter, much you know, easy.
You can
going.
play around, you can maneuver around. Even the wheelbase is shorter than this one, so you can just zip zap around through the traffic. This might be a little challenge for us because the turning radius is going to be again
a little bit of task.
Wheelbase one.
Right. But I think both motorcycles have their own pros and cons.
Yes, definitely. This is actually not meant for city rides. It's more of a touring and off-road which is there. But it's more of a touring, not even off-road, I can say. But touring, when it comes, it has everything. It's a complete package which comes in.
True. But it's not that bad either. Even I found this motorcycle not that bad in city also. You can ride it. ऐसा नहीं है कि, you know, if you're in stop-go traffic, you're going to have an issue, but you can ride it. Only thing, you're going to feel that little bit of heat. Yes, is what you said.
Yes, that's about it.
So be ready for that.
That's again, the whole thing is that this is a shorter bike and that is a longer bike. So in a maneuvering, there is no problem as such to ride a bigger bike. People ride Tiger and GS also in the traffic, so that's no problem as such. A big bike.
It's just on the rider and the rider skill.
Rider skill, yes. How you maneuver and how you move around with the bike.
Absolutely. So that's the handling part, guys. Okay, now let's talk about the suspension. So what's it, Saifi bhai?
Suspension.
You already spoke
down
suspension. He was so excited that he already mentioned about the suspension earlier only. And hands down, you know.
Everyone is talking
nowhere
about
close. This is nowhere close.
There is no one close.
Comfort wise, city chalao, off-road chalao,
Okay.
highway chalao, anywhere you
सब
go,
way better है.
everywhere I think the suspension is
Suspension.
much better. This is not bad on the city either,
Yes.
and ultimately it's a soft roader,
Yes.
right? So you're not going to go like heavy
off-roading
or whatever. This
but
can
as of
still
city
go.
ride, it's good.
Yeah,
Quite
but
good.
this will do off-roading. Suspension is not that bad, but for city also the suspension is okay. And but obviously you can't take it out of the
Exactly.
Himi that the suspension is.
But now
much
the
better.
question is, people must be asking that
Yeah.
even the city isn't become an off-road during with the potholes.
With the potholes, then definitely if suspension, better suspension is what you're looking out for, then
this is the
the
one.
Himi is definitely what you would want to go for, right?
Perfect.
Panniers.
Panniers.
So let's talk about Panniers. Himalayan.
I think this bike is meant for touring.
Yeah,
so Panniers,
so
there's a lot of place.
Yeah, exhaust is also a little inside.
I
so that
really
you can,
like how they have planned the exhaust. I think the panniers are going to be outside than this one. This is about the panniers saddle stay will come here.
Right.
And then it comes here. I
Here,
feel
even
the
I
exhaust
feel,
is what is going to create a
because
hassle.
it's kind of outside.
Yeah, if I bump it, it might touch a little bit.
Yeah,
because your panel frame bhi idhar hi baithega, saddle stay ka.
Probably I don't know.
They might create an obstruct.
You know, I have not seen the accessory how it would be.
Or maybe you'll have to have those soft luggage which can be done with clip-ons.
Yeah.
And that will be fixed. So that I don't think it should be a problem.
Yeah, I think because nowadays the motorcycle manufacturers are pretty smart.
Yes.
They know how to play around with their, because this kind of exhaust looks better, a little better. Then because
but again,
those twin pipes.
Yes.
This also doesn't look bad.
This doesn't look bad.
It looks nice and sleek.
The only one thing, one point which I have to tell you is the exhaust. The opening. If I have to talk about the opening, it's quite straight. It is not going to hit on your panniers, or it is not going to hit on your soft luggage.
Right.
But when you see here this position, it is if I have to put it here, it is bang on. I might just share out of this experience that during our ride right now. So we had a GS 1250 and the bungee cord of Rhinox, we had hooked it to a pannier stay, saddle stay, okay, and it was going right ahead in the front of the exhaust by this opening, and two of the bungee broke. It was burnt out completely because of the heat. That's when we realized there is something wrong, because only one part is missing, and then we realized that it is because of the heat of the exhaust which is coming, and it is opened up. So I think this might have the same issue with when it comes to the panniers or the soft luggage which is there. It might burn.
Yeah, it depends.
But again, that was a 1200cc and this 400cc. There might be a little difference of heat.
They might. So panniers, I think, always been not into that space.
So this is meant for that.
Yeah.
But you can always have a top back or tail back, which is
So I think that's what panniers, or I wanted to touch because we're comparing to a kind of adventure here and a proper adventure. That's the reason why I touched panniers. Yeah. So that's the pannier part here. Okay, talking about service cost, कितना cost पड़ता है आपके हिसाब से?
So अभी मैंने पहला service किया, paid service which was there. It costed me about 1600 rupees.
1600, okay.
Quite reasonable, I should say, because the cost of oil, what they charge, the oil change is about 1200 bucks. Okay. And plus minus some, they have started with
service interval is 7.5.
Sorry.
Service interval.
Second interval is going to be at 5,000.
5,000. So every 5,000.
Every 5,000 kilometers.
Okay.
So the first one was 500, where they did some tappet settings that which they have made it mandatory now. To open and check the tappet thing. So they cost about something about 250 bucks or something for changing of the gaskets and all that. Other than that, it's like 1600 is nominal.
So what do you expect after every 5,000 kilometers?
Compared to my previous.
No. What do you expect the cost to be for this?
Say from second or third service should be about 3,500-4,000 bucks.
3,500-4,000. So this is around 3,500-4,000 rupees every 5,000 kilometers, and for service for this is 16,000 kilometers or 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah. So probably you would be servicing this a little lesser.
Yes.
But then the cost here would be around 5,000 to 6,000 rupees.
5,000 to 6,000.
So somewhere I feel this is going to be a little more expensive.
It would be.
Yeah, because
definitely
4,000 to 5,000 rupees, 5,000 kilometers or
5,000, 10,000, every 5,000 kilometers.
Every 5,000 kilometers. And there's no time frame?
There is a time frame which I've not checked again.
You have not checked it.
I'll have to see, go through that.
So probably
For me, it is always the kilometer.
Kilometers. Okay, that's what he clocks first. So you need not see the. He's running the motorcycle so much, so he's not bothered about the time. You know, he's already going to go there before time.
Yes.
So somehow we feel this would be a little more expensive.
Yes.
Still, the actual expenses are not known for both the motorcycles because both are new. I inquired with the tram guys also, and they said, you know, it's not yet come in obviously for the first 15,000 kilometers because they just delivered a month back.
Again, if I was going through their service chart, which is there, the intervals where they have to change in parts. So if I see there's not much of which has to be changed. There has to be you know, like brake liners are there.
Okay.
That is at 5,000 they will check, and if it is required to be repaired, I think the same is going to be with that also. 16,000 it might not run because. Caliper life is not more than 7,000 to 8,000 bucks, 7,000 to 8,000 kilometers.
I really don't know.
Yeah,
that's kind of debatable because it's only.
It depends on the riders again.
Yeah, so absolutely. I'm saying if you burn it off earlier only.
Burn it off a certain time is about 3,500, 4,000 kilometers, which I used to clock on my previous Himalayan. With the quality, maybe with this quality, might go to 8 or 9,000 kilometers. Yeah, that is there.
That's what there was a debate, you know, when they earlier said 15,000, 16,000 kilometers or 1 year.
Yes.
So how are they going to manage with this kind of pollution also around?
And with the city rides, I think it might the wear and tear is going to be much more
faster.
Yeah, for on touring, it might be a little lesser.
Right.
So, like, you know, I used to change my previous brake pads every 4,500, 5,000 kilometers. Right now, when I did. It did not wear and tear so much because the roads are open and it was quite, you know, a single stretch. I did 5,000 kilometers of it. So it's quite, you know, it's going to run for another 1,000, 2,000 kilometers, which before I gave the patch back to them.
Okay.
Other than that, air filter, fuel filters are there. So air filter, if I'm using a performance filter, that is going to cost me 1 lakh kilometers. So there's another 5,000 rupees. Or if I go with any other brand. So there's a Italian brand which is there for, I don't know. Okay, that is again 1 lakh kilometers and the cost is about 3,000 rupees if I change once.
Okay, fair enough.
So there's a way to have, change and adjust your daily cost, maintenance cost to the.
Right, absolutely. So somehow as of now, as for what the companies are claiming, probably this would be a little more on the higher end as far as we understand.
Why would you say that?
You wouldn't say that?
No, because again, अगर 16,000 किलोमीटर आप बोल रहे हो तो आपका chain वेन सब जाएगा उसके अंदर.
That is yet to.
it will not.
It is not going to.
See, for a rider, if you're going with a proper this thing, 16 to 18,000 is what you change.
Everything, the chain set and all.
I do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't go beyond that. I change my tire at 10,000 kilometers. I don't go beyond that.
So Saifi was saying dono ka both would be alike. So we'll leave that to here. Let's not. Let time talk about it. Let time talk about it.
Yeah.
So we leave the service cost. We told you what's said by the companies.
Yeah.
And the rest is debatable. The RE guy in him came off and he's like, "नहीं ऐसा कैसे होगा?" So let's leave it.
Let's leave it there.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. अभी दूसरा क्या था?
दूसरा क्या था उसको? Fit and finish. Okay. Now let's talk about fit and finish. Finally, you can talk about fit and finish because you were telling me about fit and finish earlier only. So, what do you feel? Which fit and finish you like better? Like about the the engine or the tank or the.
This is the best.
Better one.
Yeah, even the powder coating quality out here is sandblasted and it's a very nicely done coating. Even the finish of the weld and everything is quite remarkable. Much better.
Yeah, they have in fact done better now with this generation of the Himalayan.
It is. If I have to compare both the bikes, I would say this is absolutely. This is the much better finish,
fit and finish wise,
better looking bike. All the joints and everything are very.
Even the parts and all, I think.
Parts are also parts I'll have to check about that because again the plastic parts I don't know so much, but yes, this is not doing that bad.
I would only back to some not very behind. It's there, but fit and finish wise, I think
they've taken very. I have been always a a key observer for small, tiny, minute details. Like this has a aluminum lining, which is silver lining. That is a plain black
Plain
powder
lining,
coated, which they have taken so much of detailing into it.
Right.
If I have to, if I see with the camera here, if those finishes here at the welding joints which are there, it's quite beautifully done.
Yeah, it doesn't look shabby.
It does not look shabby.
Yeah.
Nor does this one look. But it is a normal, ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ exorbitantly कुछ अलग है. वो थोड़ा premium look में देता है. The way it has been done.
But it's much better than the 4.
It is. It is. Even I saw this one. This point is also which is very beautifully done. Again, this is a part of accessories, but this is very well engineered and very well made.
No doubt, they have come a long way now with this one.
I would only say that what that sandblast finish they have given onto it. They would have given a little bit finish onto the powder coat. It looks more heavy. Better. It looks more premium. It looks more rugged kind of thing on the bike.
True.
Which they this is the only part which has been highlighted. Other than that, everything else is normal. The chassis is what shows a little heavy ruggedness to the fit. Hey, यहाँ से जो joints बता रहे काफी quite interesting है.
Right. So you would agree that the Triumph has a better fit and finish?
Definitely. Compared to both, yes, it does.
Compared to both, the Hemi is not lagging too much behind, but we both agree to it that the Triumph has a much better fit and finish.
Yes. They have gone little एक standard से थोड़ा premium के लिए जो रहता है वो दिया है. That's about it.
Even though feature wise is lagging a little behind, but fit and finish is quite good. It's top notch.
Very nice.
Okay, sensitive topic again, mileage. So what do you expect mileage?
So I've clocked 1,000 kilometers. This is showing on a city ride mix. It is about 29 kilometers, which is what I have checked onto it, and it's doing quite good. It's not the company which is 29 kilometers per liter. It can go if I'm doing a touring about 35, 36 kilometer का range में पहुंच जाएगा आराम से.
Okay.
But daily commuting is 29 तक पहुंचेगा.
Quite good. Yes. Okay. So 29. So I would say around, depends on if you ride it rough, then probably somewhere around 25 to 30.
I am 28. 28.
You're stuck to 28, 29 only.
Because this is what I have been riding. The entire city, Bandra, heavy traffic which I took, it is yet showing at 29. So that's 29.
So he's quite pretty sure with it, with the Hemi, that he's getting around 20.
So that is basically with my experience which is there.
Yeah, again, obviously 5 years, that's not a short time with the early Himalayan. And obviously after that, that's why we have you here. You bring that quality and that knowledge. Yes. And I think this would somewhere give you around 25 to 30. 25 30. Not more than that. So somewhat it's similar to both the motorcycles. Yes. Depends again on how you ride it.
Yes.
And at least
how much you are pulling the bike.
Exactly. How much you are redlining it.
Yeah. So for me it was quite. अभी थोड़ा इज्जत से चला रहा हूँ. ऐसा बोल सकते हैं.
आगे जाके you can say how it would be.
Yeah.
So mileage was, I think, pretty much similar. If not, there's not too much variation.
A little, maybe a kilometer or two.
Yeah,
is what we are talking about. Yeah. That's about it.
Yes. Okay, the braking part. What do you feel, Safi bhai? Which one is better braking? Then I'll say what I liked. Hemi, hands down, guys. Even I agree.
This I was,
even with
struggling with the high speed braking, like abhi rukega ki nahi.
Exactly, high speed braking, it is a problem, and I don't know why that is. Because this being almost 18 kgs heavier than the Scrambler, I feel hands down with the centered brake pads. They're doing phenomenal and very good job here. Even off-roads also, the rear brake also here is phenomenal. Excellent braking.
The brake position, both the positions of the brakes are quite good. Even if you see what I observed here is if I go at a higher, if I have to hold this, the braking here is a little rough. But if I hold it from here, it becomes quite smooth and it's quite good to handle at the center point. This is the position which I've done. And I've been trying to hold it from here. Even the clutch, if I'm taking from the edge, it is little stiff. But if I hold it in behind, like in a BMW, you have a different clutch settings. So it's basically on your finger, which is there on this. So if I'm taking a center and pressing the clutch, it's more smoother than the edge ones. It's quite good. This is what I've tried and I've been quite happy with it. So my hand is like center finger.
Even I use 1 or 2 fingers, not more than that. I think that's more than enough.
More than enough.
For a seasoned rider, we used to use 1 or 2 fingers.
That's quite comfortable and it's
Yeah.
quite handy for at least for my shorter finger. A
Yeah,
person
yeah,
who has a short finger.
yeah, even my
So, yeah.
fingers are not very long.
So it's quite very well designed
Yeah, yeah.
that way.
So braking wise, hands down the
Hands down
Hemi,
to this one, yes.
both the front and the rear brakes.
Yes,
This has to be, some homework has to be done by the tram guys.
yes.
So if braking is the department, then the Hemi.
Hemi
Again, yeah.
again, yes.
Okay, let's talk about the price.
Price.
I think both are equally priced, almost 3.5, 3.5.
3.5 years.
Yeah, 3.5 here too. So,
But again,
price-wise,
now
so, yeah.
we'll have to talk about the capacity, the features which are there.
Yeah, we spoke about all that.
Those features.
So it's up to you to decide now. What do you want? You want the Hemi or you would want?
If I have to say my bias thing, this is a package, the right package.
So he's always been towards the Hemi. So obviously he's bought it. So he has to say that he still likes it.
Yeah, and except for some few accessories which are there, they should be missing, like the headlight grill, hangers which are there. But overall, yeah, okay. सब लेना पड़ेगा इसमें, उसमें आया है तो ठीक. Leg guard भी उसके साथ ही आया ना?
I guess so because this is the media bike. So I'm not too sure. I would have to check with that guy.
The
so
crash guard.
जो है what it is.
I think crash guard they have not.
They are not
giving. I don't know how it is.
As far as I understand, crash guard they're giving. I feel.
Okay.
I think I feel. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that and abuse me in the comment section. So be a little nice to me. So I don't know. But apart from that, I think price wise both are same.
Both are same.
So
features wise, yes.
Yeah.
This takes with the price and the feature, yes, it takes ahead.
Yeah. So final verdict.
Ashwin is going to clearly kick me.
No. Final verdict. What is it, FUI? What do you feel about both the motorcycles? In a quick summary, if you would say.
So if I have to say, this is my dream bike, and this is what I'm going to own. This is what I own, and this is my bike. That is not bothered about any other bike.
He's not bothered about. He's a gentleman and he sticks to his motorcycle like his partner. And I respect that.
This on the other hand is a beautiful bike again. But yeah, not meant for my style.
Not meant for style. I respect his style. Everybody has a different style. And that is where my points came, my 2 points where I said I would be talking about why am I comparing an ADV, to a Scrambler. So point number 1 is price. India is such a country where if something prices are the same, people will compare.
Yes.
Definitely. You agree to that?
Yes, definitely.
So even if this is selling at 3.5 lakhs, even if that is selling at 3.5 lakhs, people will compare. I know many people who go to the showroom who want to buy a Hunter but get a Classic out.
No, for a matter of fact, I just recently came across one of the representative from this, and one customer came in and he took a test drive and he was quite not impressed with this, and he went and bought a Triumph this because he felt the bike was too heavy to be handled.
That's what I'm saying. No, people unfortunately don't know what they want. So somehow that kind of awareness is not there, which we are trying to create now. So that's the reason why, that was the first reason why I compared the Scrambler and to the ADV. So two different genres of motorcycle, but yes, same price point, and that's why we're doing this comparison. And secondly, why am I doing this video is for the awareness part, because you guys need to know what a Scrambler is and what an adventure motorcycle is. Like he's pretty clear. He loves the Himalayan. He had the Himalayan earlier. He bought this because he loved the DNA. So
you need to know what you want.
What you want
to ride, how you want to ride,
how you want to ride, what kind of riding suits you. Because what might suit me might not suit him.
Yes, exactly.
So understand your riding dynamics or your riding qualities that you have in you, and then choose the motorcycle. And you'll ask for it, so we have it here.
I never say any machine is bad. It's basically what you want. It makes it
it's pretty clear.
Priority. What is your priority is what you set for your machine for.
Right.
How you want. And I like हम हमारी बीवी चुनते हैं कि गर्लफ्रेंड चुनते हैं, so we look at those points what we require.
Exactly, you're putting in time.
So you're putting in time and
hard and money
behind it.
Yeah, so you're giving time and money both to it.
So you choose what you want, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What suits you best.
Yeah. So that was the reason why I chose the Scrambler with the ADV, because of these points. And
definitely.
I would like to end this video here. Anything you would like to talk about?
That's it.
That's it.
That's all fine.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Safi bhai, for coming in the video.
Thank you.
It was nice having you. Probably after After a little more time, once you ride this motorcycle a little more, we could get you back into the channel
Definitely.
and we could talk a little more about
Definitely.
it,
I'd
about
love to
long
do that.
term
We'll
or
love to do
mid
that.
term ownership of the
Maybe
motorcycle.
next time I come in, I'll have more
In-depth,
accessories
in-depth.
and
Yeah,
a little bit
absolutely.
touch of my this to it, and
Absolutely.
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we could talk little more in depth about the
In depth
motorcycle.
about it. So my previous one also, I have done a lot of mods onto the
mod
bike.
modifications,
I might share some pictures and images with you.
Absolutely.
What I've
I'll
done.
put it up here.
Yeah,
I'll put it up.
definitely.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So these are the two motorcycles. Hope you got that right choice.
Yo.
Share this video to all those people who want to buy a motorcycle in this segment. If you want a Scrambler here, if you want the Hemi, or if you need the adventure motorcycle, that's the motorcycle there. Share it with all your friends. Subscribe, guys. Hit the bell icon. Yeah,
yes,
do subscribe. Yeah, do
yes.
subscribe. Thank you so much. We don't get paid for doing this kind of videos, so at least subscribe. Yes, free hai.
हाँ, free है, कर लो,
Yeah,
एक घंटी बजा दो.
बस, that's it. So it's not charging you anything. So on a serious note, thank you so much for watching. Do take care of yourself and your families.
Take care. Bye bye. See you.
Bye bye.
Take care. Bye.
Thanks.
Chalo.
Went well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you have to tell me. For me, it's the first
No,
time.
I have to see it completely, and you also have to see it. Then you'll.
Yeah.